Welcome back to the Daily Lift. The Bible is riddled with warnings about the company that we keep. Proverbs 13:20 says, "He who walks with wise men will be wise, but the companion of fools will be destroyed." Proverbs 12:26 says, "The righteous should choose his friends carefully, for the way of the wicked leads them astray." And one of my favorites, 1 Corinthians 15:13, "Do not be deceived. Evil company corrupts good morals," or good habits. All of these passages are telling us that relationships are so important. Who we associate with is so important. Have you ever heard the phrase, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with"? Well, our behavior, our attitudes, and our successes are significantly influenced by those people around us, their values, their habits, and their mindsets. And so that we need to understand and choose our company wisely. Remember Lot? Lot was in Sodom. He lived there with his family, and Peter tells us that he was vexed day and night because of the wicked people around him. And even though he was spared the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, he didn't turn out so well. And we see in 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 6, "And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, God condemned them to destruction, making them an example to those who afterward would live ungodly, and delivered righteous Lot, who was oppressed by the filthy conduct of the wicked. For that righteous man dwelling among them tormented his righteous soul from day to day by seeing and hearing their lawless deeds." And so we need to be warned and admonished by this passage here in Peter. He is telling us that we need to remember this story because these wicked people influenced Lot in a way that did not go well for him. We see that Abraham tried to plead for the city, and he tried to ask God to spare it if they could find 10 righteous people in all of the city. He could not, and at least Lot was able to escape with his life, but his only instruction was to not look back. Remember Lot's wife? She did look back, and she was turned into, the Bible tells us, a pillar of salt. And so this must have been such a sad, miserable journey for the rest. They thought they were escaping. The mother dies. And when they get to where they were going, they're escaped and they're by this city that was spared. They're in a cave. And look what else the influence of this wicked and terrible city had done on their family. The daughters are fearing that they'll never marry again, or never marry. They were engaged, and their soon-to-be husbands wouldn't believe Lot. They thought he was joking. They were destroyed in the city because they would not leave. And so they don't think that they'll ever marry. And so they come up with this idea, this scheme to get their father drunk and get pregnant by him. And all of these things, we don't know exactly where they stemmed from because the Bible doesn't tell us. But I would wager that they didn't come from Lot. And I know they certainly didn't come from the Word of God. Our mindsets, our attitudes, and our interests are contagious. That's why we have to choose our inner circles and our friends wisely. We have to be thoughtful about the type of people that we want to be and go and search out those kind of people to spend our time with. Those who will be loving to us versus being just loyal to us, that will tell us we're wrong when we're wrong, but also will help pick us up when we fall. And I want to leave you with the wise words of Solomon in Proverbs 27:17. "As iron sharpens iron, so a man sharpens the countenance of his friend." And so just like iron sharpens iron, our positive interactions with our friends and our family, those people who we spend close time with, they'll help us improve and grow. So we have the power to make a difference in each other's lives through our support and our encouragement. And as always, go lift somebody up.